Today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my boy Ace Boogie.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's going on, King?
Shit, coolin'.
So, man, how's everything going on with you, man?
Shit, everything, slow motion. Slow motion, slow process. The grind is really severe. Right. Trying to get it through.
Right. All right, so let's get into it, man. From the beginning, Ace Boogie, like, what made you come up with the name Ace Boogie?
I don't know, man, but damn, my grandparents, my grandmother actually, they have a hard time saying my name. You know what I'm saying? They'll put they might say half of it and cut it out type stuff. So, that's what made me come up with it. And then I end up saying paid in full. I kind of, it was on from there.
It
was on from there.
All right, cool. So, you was diagnosed with cerebral, how you say it?
Cerebral Palsy.
Cerebral Palsy.
Right.
Okay, so for those who don't know what that is, what is that?
Well, it's different forms of it. The kind that I have attack the muscles. So, you be confined to a wheelchair. Not able to walk some, speech impediment, stuff like that. I guess I was one of the lucky ones because I'm out of the wheelchair. Right. But, that's part of the story.
How long you was in the wheelchair for?
I was pretty much in it off and on up until about, I was like 12 maybe. And I was clear of all of it. I ain't go back in it. So it was off and on. Yeah.
Off and on. So you had to go through mostly in school with the wheelchair?
Right. Wheelchair walkers.
Yeah.
Surgeries in between. Stuff like that. I done had like 5 surgeries.
Legs?
Legs, back. Yeah, they were trying to get me together.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you growing up mostly overcoming, what people think that you can't do. Because a lot of people think when you're in that situation that you can't really do much for yourself.
Right. They judge, and that's where they fail at.
Right.
Yeah, so I had to, kind of work my way, prove, poker face all the time, and just let them know I can do what you can do, plus more,
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
Proving is a big factor of mine. Yeah.
That's fact. All right, so, growing up, I know, when you find, because I know in the beginning you probably didn't understand what everything was or why you was going through certain things, and you see everybody else not going through these things.
Right.
Like, what was your mind state at that time, and how old were you when you start finding, like realizing, like, what you got, like, what's going on and stuff like that?
Well, I was young. I understood early on. I don't know where it came from.
You just automatically understood.
It just clicked in my head. And I always had this little voice in my head that always tell me to keep going, keep pushing,
right.
Through anything. So I was more surprising people that was around me because they was always like, nah, I didn't know he could do this, or nah, he's doing this, or you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I knew real early. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's so you had I know you had a lot of support from family. And
family, people that's around the family, a lot of support. A lot of kids that I went to school with, because I went away from where I was, where I'm from. I always went away, like in Evans and stuff like that.
Right.
Those kids always looked up to me. So, I guess I was the spokesman of the guy with a disability that's doing anything he want to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, what made you get into the music wise? Like, what made you want to start doing music? And, like, what influenced you? Like, what were some of your early influences?
Church. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the feeling that you get, man. When you hear somebody that has emotion in their singing, it touches you in a different way. And when I realized that you could put pain in music and it still give you that effect of where you can't control yourself, you might get goosebumps. I said, I think I can do this. I could try it,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's what made me want to do music and record myself. I was real young with that. Back when they had little cassette tapes and put them in there. Yeah. Master P and shit. All them boys, You know.
So you was a Master P fan growing up?
Oh yeah. Mystical was my guy.
Right. Do
Yeah.
you think far as music, do you think Master P don't get enough credit for what he used to do? Because you gotta think back in the day, he was doing music, filming, every clothing line, he went to the pros.
I think today's generation don't see that because they got washed. You know what I'm saying? People ain't really talking about it. But I think he got the notoriety that he should have got because he got plenty of money.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He showed people how to get the money. You know, it's just, you know, like I said, it get washed up. You know, but now the little TV show he got now, you know, the documentary is firing it back up. So yeah, that's where everybody get their hustle from. Right. You know what I'm saying? With the chips and the, you know, want to do movies, and that come from Peter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That grind, that hustle, you know.
Yeah, that's like one of my idols, man. Peter, he opened, he showed you where, you know, you ain't got to be, you can't, you know, don't have all your eggs in one basket. Right. You just think that this is the only way that's going to make you money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he was first blueprint I've seen that done something like that.
And did his thing.
He did his thing. And he did it independently.
Right.
Did it independently.
Right. You got to make them people come to you sometime.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, okay, so far as you doing music, all right, so what was your thought process when you're like, okay, I'm finna get into the studio for work on some, you know, work on a project, different things like that? Like, what was your thought process during that time?
Well, I can't, it was more like give them me. Give them the real, because if I say anything fake, I will get blasted. I felt like by the people that know me, they'll tell me, man, that ain't you. So my whole process was, if I get in there, tell the best story I could tell that everybody can relate to. You know, that they know that I went through, and it's going to take care of itself. You know, so anytime I touch the mic, I want to tell a story that didn't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? And walk them through it. Yeah.
Right. So do you explain a lot about what, you know, your condition growing up and your condition and things like that? Do you try to like tell some of that in the music?
Right.
Things like that?
I put it in there. I definitely put it in there because that's a part of who I am. Right. I put the pain and the depression and you know, everything that I'm going through. I think the EP that I'm, you know, working on, of course, it's gonna cover all of that. You know, it's gonna cover all that plus more. You know, and I ain't afraid to tell nobody, you know, what's going on and put it out there. I'm selling you me. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, song called me a miracle, so I'm selling you the miracle. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you see what it is and that it's not easy. You know.
Right. Okay. So you raised in Harlem. Right. Harlem, Georgia. Right. Okay, Harlem, Georgia. And that's, you know, that's near Thompson and...
right, you got Renz over there.
Renz.
Yeah.
I thought Renz was further down. So.
Well, it's, you know, it's over there.
Yeah. But Renz is mostly country too, right?
Right.
Country, yeah. Okay. So, like, what's it like in Harlem? Growing up in Harlem?
Shit. We chilling in Harlem. We chilling in Harlem, man. It's all right. Small town.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Everybody. Know population, like, what's the population down there?
I don't know that, you know what I'm saying? But I know we good. Yeah.
You know we good.
We good in Harlem, man. That's my stomping ground.
Yeah,
that's my land.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, man, cool. So, growing up, did you, in your growing up, were there sports that you wanted to play? Or that you still try to do?
Yeah, that's funny. What I done was, when I got out of the wheelchair, you know, got clear of everything. By me growing up in Harlem projects with my cousins and family members, you know, they play baseball, football, all that. So I was already accustomed to doing that. Right. I was accustomed to taking licks. So I never really played like a whole season or anything. But when they had, you know, practice or whatever, or trials, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving it a try every time. Even if I don't make the cut, I done put the pads on, I done took hits. So after I do that, I go on about my business. It wasn't about trying to be you know, the next Michael Jordan or the next Vic.
Right.
Not for me. I know that wasn't finna happen.
Right. You just want to see if I can do
right.
it. Yeah.
I'm testing my body.
Right.
Because what people say, I already know that's a fail anyway, because the doctor told me I wasn't going to walk. So after that, what a person could tell me.
Right.
Let me see first. So, you know.
Right.
That's how I ran with that. But I tried every sport, you know.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And see, that's good. That's good because you give those who might not have the strength you have. A lot
Right.
of people don't have the strength you have.
Right.
To try to even do anything, they'll just sit back and just get into this major depression.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to show like, oh well, hey, you can do this.
Right.
You can do this. This doesn't have to halt to you.
Right.
It's all about how much you're willing to do.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's dope. Yeah. That's dope.
And I deal with depression too. You know, but I use that as my therapy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get depressed. I get away from people. I'm trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Why that's like one thing that you do?
What, get away?
Yeah.
Because one thing about it, your mind to get clouded with people's judgment of what people say, and everything that a person say is not your avenue to take.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody could tell you something that's not fit for your character or who you are as a person, and you do it. You know, you might set yourself up. So I get to myself, you know, and it's just me and the big man at that point, you know.
Right.
And you know, I go back and forth a little bit with myself and pray and come up out of that swinging, you know. I come out swinging every time. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you having a kid?
Yeah, I have a little girl.
Little girl, how old is she, man?
She's one.
She's one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. What's her name?
Her name Aubrey.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So what was your thought process when you first found out that you about to have a kid?
Everything I asked for coming true. You know, I used to pray for to have a child, to be able to drive. I wanted my child to be a girl. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be able to drop my child off at my grandma's house. You know, and listen to her fuss about, well, you better come back and get your... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, to see all of that come, you know, to the forefront, man, that was, you know, I was like, man, it's finally happening. You know? So, yeah, I was happy. Then I knew, I said, man, I got something that love me regardless.
Right.
You know, females can leave all day. They can make their mind up. They can get mad. They can pack. They can go.
Yeah.
But you know, that little girl, she gonna love you. No matter who you is. You can be the scum of the earth. She look at you like a hero. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, what year she was born?
18.
2018, so she's 2.
Finna be 2.
2.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's working on it.
2. Oh, okay, cool. So, as a father of a daughter, like I asked people this on the interview. What is your biggest fear of your daughter growing up as the world is today? What's your biggest fear?
Peer pressure. You know, the strength that you have to deal with what's going on in the world and how people, you know, view you. You know, some people, you know, get discouraged and they go to playing with your mind. So for a female growing up in today's society, man, you know, they kind of scary. You know, it's scary, of course. But hopefully she got me in a corner, so she gonna be strong. And we ain't worried about it. We gonna take everything. Ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's good. Cause peer pressure leads and opens up for a lot of other bad shit.
Right.
Especially if it's bad peer pressure. Y'all can see if it's good peer pressure. Like, hey, girl, you need to go to college.
Right. See, you ain't gonna hear none. You ain't gonna hear none.
You hear about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, would you let your daughter listen to the female music today?
Put it like that. I'm gonna let her listen to anything she want to listen to.
Okay.
I ain't holding them back, because the world ain't gonna hold them back.
Fact.
Ain't no sense in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no sense to try to do something or keep her from hearing something. Nah, she gonna hear everything.
Right.
But, you know.
You just teach her what it means. And
right. When she comes to me and want to know what something mean, or if I catch her doing something that I feel like she don't know the meaning, we gonna have that conversation. But as far as trying to say, no, she can't listen to this person, no. She got to make her decision. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then she got to know there's a consequence behind every action.
Every action.
You see what I'm saying? So, I don't try to stop her. I want to see who she is as a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to have a perfect connection with my daughter. Something that my dad didn't have with me and something that my mom didn't have with me.
Because that's important.
Right.
Very important.
You got to know who that person is.
Right.
It's your child, but she also has a mind and has a way of thinking. And if you don't know that, y'all going to have problems.
Right.
You know? Yeah.
Because that what draws that line with some fathers. Like, you'll hear some fathers be like, well, you know, I don't spend time, but I give her everything she wants.
Right.
But, you know.
But all she wants sometimes is time.
Yeah, time.
You know
and then you want to teach her about life, or she needs to know from a man perspective about life. Because, you know, her mama can only teach her so far, so much.
Right.
She got to also see you as being an example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So time, do you think time is more important than money, or both of them is needed?
Time is way more important, man. You know, because you can lose money today.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you still going to have time. You know, so time is good. Money is a plus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with me, you know. I do so much, so it's like that time is everything. You know, with me doing interviews, doing music, that's time consuming to let her know when she get older who I am or who I was, or, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, that time is important.
Because you want to leave breadcrumbs for her to go
Right.
back and look at.
Right.
Look at the foundation
Yeah.
that she built from the ground.
I don't want nobody to tell her.
Right.
She could, you know, look it up. She could click on it. She, you know what I'm saying? She could listen to the music and be like, yeah, I know my daddy was. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
I don't want nobody talking to her because they might fabricate something or they probably didn't like me.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah. So that's that's I ain't think about it like that. That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
Because you want to know, because you know they only hearing one side of something, and you know.
Right.
Really, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So when you say when the doctor told you that you couldn't walk anymore and you was in a wheelchair at that time, right?
Right. I had just got done with my back surgery.
The back surgery.
Yeah.
So how old you was when you had the back surgery?
I was young. I was young. Yeah, young. I can't
So
even.
they had to straighten your back up?
Well, they was trying to get me to walk. So they went in there messing with the spine a little bit, you know. It worked because I ended up walking, but several, surgeries in between that, you know.
In between,
yeah.
They get it straight.
But I was young, but I remember all of it. I remember from the tape being pulled off my back, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the
tape,
work.
Like tape.
Yeah, like after they staple your back and then the tape had to finally come off. I remember all that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So you remember, like, when you first took your first step walking?
Not really, because, so much in between now. But I remember finally being like, damn, man, I don't need the wheelchair no more. I don't need to walk no more. I remember that. Right. You know what I'm saying? I fractured both my knees, man.
How?
You know what I'm saying? From when I got done with all that, I was so ready to get out there and play ball. And I used to go out there and fall. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Like, you could just blow past me. I'm falling. You see what I'm saying? And finally went back to the doctor, and the doctor was like, man, I don't see how you walking. And I'm looking at him like, what? He was like, man, you got 2 fractured knees here, buddy.
Two fractured knees?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like, they broke?
No, they were fractured, like a little, They were,
yeah.
In order for it to get better, I needed to sit down. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't doing that. Every morning when I get up, the swelling go down, I'm out the door. But every afternoon, somebody told me in the house.
You like that every day?
Every day.
Dang. Like what? Well, like you were just determined to go out there and just.
Some in my head wouldn't let me lay down. I was one of them people that were running. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing different.
So did the people you hung with, like your friends and all that, did they cause you say you play sports and stuff like that. Did they take it easy on you?
Oh, nah. And if they did, we fight. Yeah.
Like, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Ain't no taking it easy on me. I don't even want to see that you trying that.
So they either tackle you.
Yeah, they gonna have to.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Ain't no taking it easy.
I don't think I could have done that, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Why not?
Because it's like when I tackle, like, some guy when they tackle, they try, like, especially if you get tackled by a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna get hurt. You gonna get injured. Like, I'm talking just a person, straight person. Yeah. Person, like, you know what I'm saying? But far as someone with you, like you had a lot of like medical conditions and stuff like that. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't want to be, like I'm the reason he got, he's back in the chair. You know what I'm saying? Some shit
but
like
see,
that.
the thing is, when they first seen me go out there and do stuff like that, they automatically take it easy, right? But I'ma outlast you at that point. Because you're scared. You're skittish of how you're going to hit me. Not knowing my body is equipped for it. Right. The way that I move to you, it looked like it hurt. But to me, it's normal. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. So you're automatically, you know what I'm saying? Right. You know. So they get tired before I do. I get back up. They looking like, God damn, man, I just hit this. But you tired. You know. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was up, man. That was up, man. And so, all right, so the first time you got behind the wheel, it's like, what was that experience about?
I'm doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't that know.
What you were driving? You remember what you were driving?
I had stole my mom's car. Yeah.
What happened? How you stole the car? Why you stole the car?
Well, you know how them older folks, man, they used to have a good time. They get a little drunk, you know. They might go somewhere and go to sleep. Right. Shit, I'm finna bend the corner. So that's what I did. You know, I bent the corner, man, went around the corner. Yeah.
You wasn't scared, you wasn't scared of like consequences coming back, or
what consequences?
Because you said this your first time behind the wheel,
right? So
like your first time behind the wheel, you got in there and crunk it up, backed it out. You knew how to back it up.
All that. I've been watching the whole time on the passenger seat. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Shit, yeah.
Been paying attention like hell.
Hell yeah, got in that. Talking about scared. Wasn't no scared. Only thing I was scared of the police. Other than that, I knew what time to get back to the house. Hell, if she wake up, that's my ass. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you get caught?
By her?
Yeah.
I got caught one time, but that was on down the line. Or
you didn't get caught that. You didn't.
Nah. You gotta know what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't do it like you just don't care. You gotta do it like you don't want to get caught.
Right.
So that wasn't in my plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I learned then, don't do it with nobody. You gotta be by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Cause you do it with somebody now, your ass getting caught automatically. Something gonna go wrong. Yeah. That ain't gonna hurt like you gonna damn hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta take it to the grave.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? If I had somebody around with me, and my mama or my grandma come out there and hint like they know something, that joker might get scared and say something. No, I'm finna see if they know it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't know it, okay. I'm good.
Yeah, because most adults, they'll try to get it out you, so they
like
have an idea that you're doing it, but they don't know, so they'll be like, why you took my car?
Right.
And you know, some people they catch you off guard with that. I mean, in their mind, in your mind, you thinking, oh damn, they caught me.
Yeah.
But the person that's thinking, you're like, nah, they just trying to get some information, get me to tell them myself.
Yeah.
Right.
But see, if you had me, back then, if she would have had me a question like that, why you took my car? I didn't take your car. I sat in your car. I was playing music in your car. You can get me for that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You ain't see me pull this joke out of the yard, man. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? So, Yeah. You got to play it like that.
Right,
man.
Right. Yeah. All right, so you're working on about to drop a project.
Right.
And what's the name of the project?
Street Grandbaby.
Street Grandbaby. Yeah. What made you come up with the name Street Grandbaby?
Man, that's who raised me, man. Thanks to my grandma, both of them. Thanks to the people that was around them, I consider the streets like they're not necessarily kin, but they help raise me. They help critique who I am. They, everything of me. So yeah. My mom and dad ain't do it. It was the people around them. Yeah. So yeah.
So you said your mom and dad, they didn't raise you?
Nah, they didn't raise me. Whatever the situation was, I don't even know the whole get down about it, but hell, it is what it is. I appreciate them. Yeah. Right. They dropped me off at a great babysitter. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, you had it rough. Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, not rough.
I'm talking about as far as rough as it from the outside, someone's on the outside looking.
Yeah,
you know, as
yeah,
far as
yeah.
You know, you ain't have your parents around.
Right, right,
somebody
right.
else raised you.
But see what it done. When I looked at it, I looked at it like that's what needed to happen for me to be who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a person with a disability that naturally leans on another individual to help.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if those people aren't around or those people can't do it the way that it need to be done, I'm forced to learn another skill that I didn't know I had.
Right. Yeah, and it makes you get off your ass.
Right. So
right.
you gonna have to tell me to sit down before I realize I have to sit down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going. It don't matter.
Cause you gotta put in more. You gotta put in the extra work than someone that
Right.
That's
so
got all their functions.
If you if you go out there and cut the grass, you might not be too tired. You probably can go do something. If I go out there and cut the grass, I done hurt my goddamn self for real. But I'm gonna push. You know what I'm saying? I probably can't walk when I get in the house, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna push. It's extra hard. Right. Yeah.
So are there still any complications besides the walk? Are there any other complication that you have with the?
Nah, I pretty much mastered everything. I critique myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I pretty much.
Are there some tips you could tell to anybody that has it, that's watching it? Like some things that can help them?
Yeah, if you stubborn, stay like that. If you believe you can do something, try that.
Right.
You know? Yeah, don't listen to nobody what they talking about.
Right.
Because if you do that, that might just be because they scared to do something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that don't mean for you can't do it, you know, because it's a lot of you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that, nigga, they counted me out bad. You know what I'm saying? I had to be like, man, nah. You know, even with females, like, my trust issue with them is over with. Simply because I'm not like others. So you come to me, you want something, period. That's me. You gonna have to prove to me.
Yeah. So you don't think a woman come to you genuinely on the strength of she like you as a person?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because when you talk to me, I'm an interesting individual. So that'll draw you to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But after they figure that out, after the curiosity is gone, what's keeping you?
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the way that I have to look at it, because I'm not like the guys that they lust over. Right. You know what I'm saying? Or they follow behind after that at the club. No, I ain't that guy. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So growing up, you done had a couple girlfriends that didn't work, I guess.
Of course. It
didn't work. Yeah. But so you said with your trust issues go on, do they all end the same, or they just all of them be different?
It'd be different. It'd be different. Some, I guess they have different intentions. Sometimes it be me being too tough.
Oh, you're running away. Not
necessarily, but put it like this: if you have a female that doesn't have a vehicle, you're with her, she get a vehicle. She's with you. She's, moving up the ladder doing her thing.
Right.
Me, the way that I was raised, the person that I am, how I get to where I'm at, didn't nobody tell me every little step, I'm proud of you, pat me on the back. No, I just kept moving. Fuck that. Okay, I did this, I'm going to do something else. If you like it, good. If you don't, all right. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am.
Right.
So sometimes when the female wanted a pat on the back, I'd be like, oh, that's good. You know what I'm saying?
And that's not enough for them.
Right, that ain't enough for them. So now they feel like you ain't paying enough attention or you don't care. Yeah, I care. But the way I grew up, is a whole different ball game. I can't
change it.
Yeah, I can't just, they're going to need some work. So, yeah.
Right. It's just like cigarette. You can't just stop smoking cigarette.
Right.
You smoke a cigarette for 20 damn minutes.
I don't know I ain't got that passionate side in me too much. I do, but I don't. Because
that's something you got to learn.
Yeah, because growing up, if I showed people my weakness, I'm already, at a disadvantage. If I open up and show you my weakness, you can hurt me. Why would I let you do that? I'm already not normal. Right. You see what I'm saying? So it take a lot to break that kind of wall down,
Right.
But I'm good for you when you don't know me. And, because you know, I look interesting. You know, so yeah, they'll come at first. Then they can't hold under pressure. Everybody got their problems, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So mostly, if you say they have to prove it, like, what are some ways that you feel like a woman have to prove to you? To prove to a man in general, or prove to you.
Well, a guy like myself, I can only speak on.
Right.
Just stay on your grind. Handle your shit.
Right.
Make me interested in what you doing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
When I see a female too worried about me, it scares me. You got to get away from me. Because I want to know what she's doing to keep herself up. I want a female that don't need me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because if you need me, that means if I fall off my rocker, if I lose my mind, we lose everything.
We lose everything. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, that's some things that'll make me stick with you, because I know if I nut up, if I melt down after all the stuff I done been through, I got somebody that's still gonna handle business. They ain't gonna pat me on the back. They gonna say, hey man, look, we still gotta do this. Get yourself together. I'm gonna give you that time, but we got to make it happen, you know. So yeah.
Right. That's true.
So help yourself. I love you to death. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's truth, you know.
Right.
I don't want nobody that's stuck up on me.
Right.
You know, do your thing. You know, make me ask a question like, damn, what you did today?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, shit like that. What you got going on?
Right.
You know, stuff. Yeah.
Facts. All right. So, Streets Grandbaby.
Right.
How many tracks? That's the poster right for it.
Right. It got 7 on
Hold it
here.
up.
Yeah. It got 7 on here. 7 on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So out of the 7 tracks, what made you pick 7?
Just threw 7 on there. You know, trying to give them some good product.
Yeah.
You know, just to give them an introduction of who I am.
Right.
So yeah, I thought 7 would be good enough. That'll make them want more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you got to build that demand. You know,
Right.
With an ass of music.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm playing in a different ball field, because I don't feel a lot of people are being 100% real. They're rapping only what you want to hear at the moment.
Right.
I'm rapping my life. I'm selling my life. I'm selling my journey, because it ain't too many people I see that's pushing and going through the shit that I went through.
Right.
Or going through, you know. Half of these songs was recorded last month, you know, or the month before that.
Mm-hmm. But
things was going on. And you could hear it all over the music, you know. Yeah.
Right. Cool. All right. So, my king, so before we slide off on NewbieVeT, man, how can they find you on social media?
Right now, like I told you, I'm grinding from the ground up. Facebook, you know, I go by my real name on there, of course, Adrian Sims. You can find me on there. And you'll be able to check me out. I'll be able to lead you in all the right directions. You know.
Right.
But I think Street Grandbaby really it's gonna let them know. It's gonna give them that introduction.
Right.
You know, and you know, the people that support me, they gonna rock with it.
Right.
They gonna rock with it. The people that don't know me, they gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? I think this is something to grab on to. Ain't nothing fiction about me or the story, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Any love you want to shout out?
Shit, Harlem, what's happening? What's happening with you? Goddamn, you know, my grandma, you know, all my uncles, you know, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.